Attention! The following video is going to totally kick ass. If you enjoy any of it and or have a large penis, please click the like button below. Enjoy.
Alright, what's up guys? Today I've got a commentary over gameplay of Battlefield 3. It's on the PC. So what we're going to be talking about today, if you do not know by the title already, is the Miami zombie attack. Video, it's pretty gory, I guess. I don't know, but it's causing zombie talk to grow because in Miami, Florida, the case of a naked man eating most of another man's face, like if you wouldn't already know what a zombie is. And then Texas, a mother accused of killing her newborn, eating part of his brain and biting off 3 of his toes. Then in Maryland, a college student telling police he killed a man, then ate his heart and part of his brain. I don't know, but I'm just saying, if another man or woman bites the face off of another man or woman, I think we should consider it as a zombie. Just saying. Now that clip right there, you just seen a guy get brutally raped by my M16A3, and that was just horrible gameplay on our part, both of us, and horrible accuracy. But anyways, on with the story before I got interrupted by that. It was different in New Jersey, where a man stabbed himself 50 times and threw bits of his own intestines at police. They pepper sprayed him, but he was not easily subdued. Now, if you haven't seen in movies, zombies, they've got like health and crap, like a lot of it, and you have to shoot them in the face for them to die. People started saying that he was acting like a zombie and stuff, and the whole discussion just kept growing, becoming a topic that the internet couldn't seem to stop talking about. Obviously, I've been thinking about this for a few days now. The actual incidents are horrifying, and how are people talking about them, or well, basically, and if how people are talking about them is in any indication fascinating. In an American, where zombie imagery is used to peddle everything from tools and weapons to garden gnomes, they all but beg the comparison. I'm gonna leave a link in the description for you to like go and see everything here. Violence we're used to, cannibalism, and people who should fall down but don't. That feels like something else entirely. The cases themselves are anything but funny. I don't know how that would be funny, but each involved real people, either suspected of committing unspeakable acts or having those acts visited upon them for reasons that have yet to be figured out. Maybe it's nothing new either. People do horrible things to each other on a daily basis. But what then made them such terms like zombie apocalypse trend day after day last week in multiple corners of the internet, fueled by discussions and postings that were often framed as humor? They've heard of these zombie movies and make a joke about it, says Lou Manza, psychology professor at Lebanon Valley College in Pennsylvania. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, but sorry. Who learned about the whole thing at the breakfast table Friday morning when his 18-year-old son quipped that a zombie apocalypse was imminent, and air quote zombie apocalypse. Symbolic of both infection and evil, zombies are terrifying in a way that other horror movie, or I don't know that word isn't, but I'm going with horror movie. It says Elizabeth Bird, an anthropologist at the University of South Florida. Zombies, after all, look like us, but they aren't. They are some baser form of us, slowly rotting and shambling along, intent on surviving and creating more of their kind, but with no emotional core, no conscience, no limits. Vampires have kind of a romantic appeal, but zombies are doomed, Bird says. Zombies can never really become human again. There is no going back. Zombies represent America's fear of bioterrorism, a fear that strengthened after the 9/11 attacks, says Patrick Hamilton, an English professor at Misericordia University in Dallas, Pennsylvania, if I do believe, who studies how we process comic book narratives. When people are unsettled about things beyond their control, be it the loss of a job, the cost of housing, or the depletion of a retirement account, they look to metaphors like the zombie. They're mindless drones following basic needs to eat, Hamilton says. Those economic issues speak to our own lack of control. It goes far beyond comic books, costumes, and conventions. The most compelling zombie stories, after all, are not about the undead, they're about the living. The popular AMC series, The Walking Dead, features zombies in all manner of settings, but the show is less about them and more about how far the small, battered band of humans will go to survive, whether they'll retain the better part of themselves or become hardened and heartless. It's a familiar theme to George Romero, who told the Associated Press in 2008 that all of his zombie films have been about just that. Zombies, they could be anything, he said. They could be an avalanche, they could be a hurricane, it's a disaster out there. The stories are about how people fail to respond in the proper way. Now, this Miami zombie attack, I don't really know what to say about it, but it's just crazy that stuff would happen like this. I'm trying to look right now about more information on it, and I think this is it right here. If it loads the page, I don't know how much time I have left on this commentary. I've got a few minutes. Here we go. Several vehicles, including buses and even 3 bicyclists, went past on a Miami street as a naked man chewed the face off a homeless man Saturday in what has been called a zombie-like attack. Yes, a naked man. Alright, guys. The footage taken by security cameras on the Herald building in downtown Miami shows the entire 18-minute attack, which ended when a police officer shot the attacker after he did not stop his assault on the homeless man. Video quality sucks, and facial details and the gore of the scene are not visible, but the movement of those involved are. The shooting itself is obscured by the bridge that carries Miami's Metro tramway over the site of the attack on the MacArthur Causeway. It's not clear how much of the attack motorists could have seen, as there is a waist-high concrete barrier between the road and the sidewalk where the attack took place, but one of the bicyclists passed on the sidewalk and one driver slowed down to look at the scene. The footage shows that attacker, identified by Miami-Dade police as Rudy Eugene, at the age of 31, walking alongside the sidewalk and stopping in a shaded area created by the tramway bridge. He apparently attacks the victim, dragging him out from the shade, stripping the victim's clothes off and then beating him as the victim kicks his leg in an apparent attempt to fight back. The attacker then spends several minutes crouched over the victim, including when a bicyclist rolls by on the sidewalk and a white sedan rolls very slowly past the scene. Police said at least 5 of those passersby called to report the incident, according to the Miami Herald report accompanying the video. When a patrol car arrives, the officer appears to draw his gun quickly, but the actual shooting is blocked by the tramway overpass. When the police officer approached him, told him to stop, pointed the gun at him, he turned around and growled like a wild animal and kept eating the man's face. Aguilar was quoted as saying by WPLG. Aguilar said he suspects the attacker was under the influence of bath salts, a drug that contains synthetic stimulants that can cause chest pains, increased blood pressure, increased heart rate, agitation, hallucinations, extreme paranoia, and delusions, according to the National Institute of Drug Abuse. Sergeant Javier Ortiz, vice president of the Miami Fraternal Order of Police, said officials won't know for certain whether drugs played a role in the attack at all. Now, I've read somewhere else that the officer shot the man 6 to 9 times in the chest without him dying. Now, if you haven't noticed, you have to shoot zombies in the head for them to die. And the officer, I don't know if he shot him in the head at all, the last shot, but if you ask me, I don't think increased strength would give you 9 bullets of a pistol at least 10 feet away, especially a police issue pistol, because those are pretty powerful in my mind. I don't know if the zombie thing is real, but as you've heard, there could be it's a possibility that it might be. If you want to check this out for yourself, you can Google it, or I'll put a couple of links in the description for you. But for right now, that's it. So this is all I really have to say. I don't know. I can't explain words on how I feel about this right now. I'm just a little confused about the whole thing. But right here, I just got crapped on, so I edited it out. I guess I'll just commentate over the gameplay right here. This guy right here, I just haloed him, and he didn't want any of it. So I go down here throwing the med kit, and I actually get killed by a sniper in that container right there to your left. And I'm just basically scoping out the area, lurking around. I'm surprised I got that guy. I didn't think I was really going to get him. But this guy right here, pick up my double. Alright, got my 1-piece, my 2-piece. Didn't get the 3-piece for the biscuit. It's not going to happen today. I'm just surveying the map. I'm probably about to die. Yep, I die right here. I go around the corner trying to be a sneaky little catfish, but the guy gets me, and I die. So I cut that out right there, and spawn back in, ready to go hard. I got scared right here, thought there was a couple of guys, but there wasn't, so I'm just running around. Go to revive that guy, and that pisses me off. I go to revive people, and then I don't get them. But I died right here, and I just left this like last minute in here. But the gameplay is just about over. It's just about a half a minute left, or a minute or so. This made me mad. I got shot by like at least 4 different guys. Didn't have a chance, barely. Maybe if my accuracy was better, I would have got a better shot at him. But here we go, guys. The gameplay's over. Hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. Comment what you want me to talk about next, and see you guys later.
I'm D-Pryde. Thank you. Oh yeah. Flagship!